Ladies and gentlemen, one thing about Trump, he always got some shady dealings going on. And this story came out in Politico April 25th, 2020. Trump owes tens of millions of dollars to the Bank of China. Donald Trump is warning China will own the US if Joe Biden is elected as president. But Trump himself has taken on debt from China. In 2012, his real estate partner refinanced one of Trump's most prized New York buildings for almost $1 billion. The debit included $211 million from the state owned Bank of China. It first loan of this kind in the US, which matures in the middle of what could be Trump's second term. Steps from Trump Tower in Manhattan, the 43-story, 1290 Avenue of the Americas skyscraper spans an entire city block. Trump owns a 30% stake in the property value at more than $1 billion, making it one of the priciest addresses in his portfolio, according to his financial disclosures. Trump's ownership of the building received a smattering of attention before and after his 2016 campaign, but the arrangement with the Bank of China in 2012 has gone largely unnoticed. The question surrounding Trump's ties to the Bank of China has come as his campaign is claiming that Biden would be a gift to the communist country and America's chief economic rival. After the first version of this article was published, the Bank of China issued a statement Friday evening stating that it sold its debt on the building weeks after the 2012 loan on the property. Vornado Realty Trust owns 70% of the building. On November 7th, 2012, several financial institutions, including the Bank of China, participated in a commercial mortgage loan of $950 million to Vornado Realty Trust, said Peter Reisman, managing director and chief communication officer of the Bank of China USA. Within 22 days, the loan was scrutinized and sold into commercial mortgage-backed securities market is a common practice in the industry. The Bank of China has not had any ownership interest in that loan since late November 2012. Another document, however, lists the Bank of China as a creditor on 1290 Avenue of the Americas, even after the bank said it was no longer involved in the property. Filed in 2017 with the New York City Department of Finance Office of the Register, it lists the Bank of China as a secured party having a financial interest in the building's fixtures. The Bank of China could not explain why its name was listed on the 2017 document, describing it as a technical error. Really? You don't know why your name is on something? Come on now. TREP database is okay. So they're just talking about a database of mortgages from the Bank of China, along with three other banks, in a description on their site about financing the building. The site noted the Bank of China might securitize their portion of the loan, although there were no additional comments. The bank appointed another document filed in 2012 in New York City that showed the mortgage on the property had been assigned to a new financial institute as a trustee for the debt, listing the Bank of China as an assigner slash old lender, but it declined to share additional documentation on the loan. Mm-mm-mm. So it looks like, Trump is indebted to China. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. The 1290 Avenue of America deal was reportedly previously by several news outlets, including the New York Times, in stories about the maze of Trump's finances and a history of how he came to partly own the building. And y'all know Trump don't pay loans back. that's why he can't even get a loan here in the US. He don't pay shit back. The bank's initial financing of the property stands out because Trump in his campaign have repeatedly highlighted the same bank's role in the $1.5 billion deal announced in 2013 by partners of Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden. Critics of the Bidens have seized on the fact that the agreement materialized just days after Hunter Biden traveled to China with the vice president, who was then on the official business, who was there on official business. Why did the Chinese government's bank want to do business with Hunter Biden while his dad was vice president? Trump's campaign asked on Twitter earlier this month. The issue was also raised in a campaign ad. Yeah, and now come to find out Trump owes them a boatload of money. Mm-mm-mm. But Trump's recent criticism of China has been muddied by his own mixed messages, as well as his numerous financial ties to the country. Those connections extend far and beyond the Avenue of Americas loan. China state owned companies are constructing two luxurious Trump developments in the United Arab Emirates and Indonesia. The president and his daughter Ivanka, a White House advisor, had been awarded trademarks by China's government, and his son-in-law has courted Chinese investors in at least one other real estate deal. So they all in cahoots with China. Mm-mm-mm. So they're all in cahoots with China. Him, Ivanka, Jared, all of them. Boy, these people are something else. He can make all them threats he wants, but he's going to do little to nothing to China because he's indebted to them. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.